Guinea pig!
Hi, I'm Eileen and welcome to my kitchen. And today I'm going to be making probably one of my favorite soups of all time, hot and sour soup. And what I've got here are the ingredients for my version of hot and sour soup. Okay, I'm going to start here with the broth. I have 2 quarts of vegetable broth, which will be 8 cups. Excuse me, not vegetable broth, chicken broth. If you want a vegetarian hot and sour soup, you can use vegetable broth. I have chicken broth because that's what it calls for. In this, I have a 1/4 of a cup of rice vinegar. I have a 1 pound package of extra firm tofu that has been cut up. And if you don't know where to find tofu, look in your vegetable section of your grocery store. Now, I don't know if small grocery stores will carry it. I've never seen it like in Save-A-Lot or Aldi or places like that. I got this at Food Line. No, the Food City, I'm sorry. But Food Line does carry it. It just, you have to probably shop around. I know Walmart has it. You'd probably in a Publix or Kroger or other places. It calls for a 1/2 inch piece of ginger that has been peeled. I've got about a 1 inch piece here, maybe a little better, because I like the ginger flavor in my soup. I have a 1/4 cup of soy sauce. This is a small package of nori that's been cut up. And if you're wondering what nori is, it's basically seafood. That's all it is. I have a 1/4 of a cup of cornstarch, 1/4 of a cup of water, 1 can of bamboo shoots that have been drained and just cut into smaller pieces. I have 4 green onions that have been chopped. I have 4 eggs that have been beaten. A 1 pound package of mushrooms that have been sliced. The recipe calls for a 1/2 of a tablespoon of hot sauce. I will be putting about a tablespoon to a tablespoon and a half because I want mine hot. Calls for a teaspoon of sesame oil. And again, if you don't know where to find sesame oil, it will be in the international section of the grocery store, usually with all the Asian foods. If you've seen where they have the teriyaki sauce and other things like that, it would be in that section. Also calls for salt and pepper to taste. I'll probably put about a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. And this is sliced egg rolls that have been cut into slices. And this will be so that I can deep fry them for the little crunchies that go in my soup. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take these over to my deep fryer and go ahead and cook those and get that done. And then I will take everything over to the stovetop to make my soup. So, be right back over at the deep fryer. Okay, we're over here at the deep fryer. I've got my oil already hot. And all we have to do with these, basically just want to separate them out to where they don't all stick together. Now they do come pre-coated with some cornstarch to keep them from sticking, because these are egg roll wrappers and that's what you make egg rolls out of. But I'm going to go ahead and put quite a few of these in here. And I will take my little handle and kind of separate them. And you'll see they've already kind of puffed up there in that hot oil. Now I'm going to close that down and let those cook for a minute or two until they're a little bit golden brown. They actually look really good so far. Like I said, it don't take long for them to get golden. I'm doing this so I can make sure that they are separated. And Tell you what, we'll take a quick break and we'll come back as soon as they get done. Okay, we're back, and these have crisped up. I can't talk, y'all. And they have gotten a nice, pretty golden color.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll tell you the truth, the pig and I can eat these right here just like potato chips. Now I'm going to go ahead and grab some more.
They're better than potato chips as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and grab some more. Go ahead and put these
You
in
might
there.
notice the pig sounds a little off. He'd been dealing with a head cold or sinus infection or something, so bear with me.
Close that down. And we'll show you what this looks like here.
Oh, they saw it over there.
Well, we're going to go ahead and try these real quick. Then I'm going to cook up the rest of these, and then we'll get started on our soup. Oh man, those are puffed up really good. Mmm. Oh wow. Go ahead and grab you one, pig. That's good.
Playing on it.
Mmm. That is so good. And they'll be so good in that soup.
Yep, that's better than chips.
Mm-hmm. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cook the rest of these up. Let these sit here and drain and cool off a little bit. And once all of these are done, we'll get started on cooking this soup. And you'll see why I like it so well. Okay, we're back and we're getting started on the soup. I've already put both quarts of the soup, of the chicken broth into the pan here. And to that, we're going to go ahead and add the rice vinegar, the soy sauce, a piece of ginger, the bamboo shoots, the mushrooms, and the hot sauce. And I am only going to put a tablespoon. Pour that over that. I'm just going to stir that in. And it says to bring this to a simmer. And once it comes to a simmer, cook 5 minutes until the mushrooms are tender. So we're probably going to take a little break, let this come up to a good simmer and cook for 5 minutes. So we're looking at about maybe 15 minutes here. And then we'll be back to add the rest of the ingredients. Okay, we've let it cook. It's been about 15 minutes, like I said. Next step is to take out that piece of ginger and discard it. So what I'm going to do is, and if you're wondering how I knew where it was so easily, I've been sitting there fishing that thing out so I could know where it was at the last couple of minutes. Okay. So that. The next thing we have to do is mix our cornstarch and water together. Just pour your quarter cup water in with your cornstarch. Take a fork, stir it together. You can use a spoon if you want. I just found it works better with a fork. And on this, once you get it mixed up really good, you'll take and you will pour it into the soup mixture. And it's just, that's all you do with that, and then stir it up. And you let that cook for about 1 to 2 minutes. Make sure it said 1 to 2. So add the soup and mix well. Cook for 1 to 2 minutes or until soup has thickened. So that means it could be 1 to 2 minutes, it could be 1 to 4 minutes. Once your soup has thickened. And usually it don't take long with that cornstarch for stuff to thicken. So what we'll do is we will take a quick break while that does that, and we'll be right back in about 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, we're back, and it has thickened up some on the soup. Now the next thing you do is you stir your soup in a circular motion. And once you get that stirring, you want to add your eggs. I'll give that to the happy guinea pig. And that hot soup is going to cook the eggs. Now if you don't want the eggs in yours, I'm sure you don't have to add the eggs, but it tastes better with the eggs. Okay. You see those eggs are cooking in there. I'm just going to keep that soup going in a circular motion. And basically what it does is while the eggs cook, they kind of cook in ribbons. Now I'm going to add the tofu. And I'm just going to basically dump that in like that. And I don't know if you can see those, but I've cut those into small little chunks. And next you add a teaspoon of sesame oil. I'll give that to the guinea pig. A little bit of salt. A little bit of pepper. The seaweed, or nori, whatever you want to call it. And if you're wondering what nori is used for, this is the stuff that you wrap around sushi rolls. That is what the green sheets are.
And she loves her sushi.
I do love sushi. It's good. And what so many people don't realize is sushi does not mean raw fish. Sushi, if you look up the term means, it means sweet rice. So you can eat sushi and it can be made with a cooked fish or a raw fish or...
Oh, so that's why a lot of them I've seen you eat look like it was rice.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, if you've never tried it, I'd suggest you try them. I've tried different ones. I mean, I don't know the names of all of them. I just know that I like them. They're good.
That's the one thing that she hasn't got me to get up the courage to try yet.
Okay, now this needs to cook for an additional, say, I'll get off of there and we'll, so it needs to cook an additional 3 to 4 minutes. And once that gets done cooking, I'm going to give that right there to the happy guinea pig and get me one of these. And we're going to get us some of them crunchy things and put us in a bowl here. And try some of this soup. And I have found that this soup is probably one of the best things next to some extremely hot sauce and chips, or if you have a cold. It helps break it up. So I'm going to put us some of these crunchies in these bowls. And it's just like crackers for soup, only it's made with egg rolls. Or egg roll wrappers, I should say. Okay, we got us some in there. Okay. That looks like it'd be good enough for us to have a little bowl of that, so I'm going to put some in some bowls. I have to talk to the guinea pig into getting some spoons though. He don't need a fork today, y'all. He got a spoon.
Have spoon will travel.
Here you go, pig. I got yours right here. There you go. And you know me, folks. I'm going to try this. I gotta have a bite. Well, if I can get a bite in here. That is so good. Oh yeah. Well folks, that's my version of hot and sour soup. And know that my favorite, all-time favorite soup, and I love the little crunchies. And if you like it, please try it. And I want to say thank y'all very much for watching my video. Please like, subscribe, share the video if you liked it, and leave a comment or a question if you have one. Thank y'all for watching, and have a great day. Bye y'all. Bye y'all.
Where's my phone?